My name is Kenji Takeshi, and I am science officer aboard the Starship Odyssey. Exploring the unknown isn't just my duty, it's my calling. Our mission to understand what others fear to approach. We are currently charting the ages of the Ventrax system, and something down there doesn't add up. She vanished into that storm, but we could still feel her out there. An incident occurred during our last survey mission. Lieutenant Monroe's whereabouts are still unknown. The captain advised caution. I chose conviction. I am not going alone, but one way or another, I am going.
Space, the final horizon. These are the voyages of the Starship Odyssey. Its 5-year mission: to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no humans have gone so far.
Ventrax 4 was supposed to be routine, but almost immediately, something went wrong. Lieutenant Monroe vanished without a trace. She was lost to the storm, but something in the silence still echoed her presence. Order said no, but destiny whispered go. Captain, I refused to leave her behind, no matter what.
We follow orders, Kenji. That's the only way we survive.
I know, but I won't abandon her, Captain. She's out there alone, and we are her only hope.
She's gone, Kenji. And we all saw that. We need to think about the others on this ship now.
I won't put anyone in danger, Captain, but I am going to find her one way or another.
Very well, Kenji. Take Dr. Felix and a few you trust. No unnecessary risks. That's an order. And Kenji, come back.
Beaming down, chaps, keep my seat warm and the engines cool.
Sammy reporting Cap. Planet surface incoming. Prepare for beam down.
Preparing for beam down. You are given a go-ahead to find her, Kenji, no matter the cost.
Preparing to beam to the surface. Captain, the last window before the storm closes in. Now.
I volunteered to go. If there was a chance she was alive, I had to be the one to find her. Captain's log, stardate 589.63. I beamed down at the planet's surface, but the surface was unstable. Electromagnetic storms, toxic winds, and zero visibility. Commander VOSS said little, but when he spoke, you listened.
Emotion may cloud the mind, Lieutenant, but clarity is our compass.
Commander VOSS was right. Clarity is my compass, and right now it points to NYLA. I kept going, thinking, if this isn't the worst part, I'm out of ideas. There was a pause. I stopped, listening, waiting for the next thing to happen. Then I heard it, a sound that sent a chill down my spine. I wasn't alone. Something was out there, watching me. The monster in the distance grew larger, its presence unmistakable. The growl echoed in my ears. I couldn't shake the feeling we were being watched. Dr. Felix and the search party had just beamed down the valley, stunning, almost too quiet. But behind them, something had followed through the mist. I felt the crew's eyes on me, waiting, trusting. Failure wasn't an option, not with that thing still out there, just behind us. I gave the silent signal. We moved as one, the hunted becoming hunters. It rushed us with a sound that shook the stones beneath our feet. Just as suddenly as it came, the monster vanished into the mist. We followed a narrow path through the cliffside, and then the world opened. The trees bore fruit I couldn't name, glowing, humming, beautiful. We walked deeper into the valley, where colors seemed to dance in the sunlight. Then, through the trees, I saw them dancing, as if the world had never known fear. Their faces held no expression, yet their movement felt deliberate. In a blink, they were gone. No sound, no trace, just the wind. We stood there, searching the trees, but the forest had gone silent. Back on the ship, something was off, and they knew it. Commander Voss said the readings made no sense, but then Sammy said,
Or maybe the planet is deliberately silent.
Captain didn't like guesses. He wanted answers.
As you say, Voss. The universe is under no obligation to make sense to us, right?
Absolutely, Captain. And the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The path bent left, but our guts said right. Everything looked normal until the silence got too loud. And then it came, a rush of noise, a shadow, and then nothing. The beast was close. It roared in the distance, echoing through the woods. Well, this just got personal. Does anyone know a good repair shop for predators? Hey, Bridge, you guys got any pizza out there? We've got a dinner guest.
Kenji, this is not the time for jokes.
Dog, I joke when trouble hits. Figure, if I laugh first, it might think twice about sticking around. Voss and Sammy called me back cool, unbothered, and just a little too calm for my liking.
Unless the creature requested extra cheese, I suggest evasive maneuvers.
If that thing's hungry, it's gonna have to settle for disappointment. We're out of fresh cheddar.
Their voices faded as the wind picked up again. Something was moving out there. I held my breath. The forest was listening, and something just broke the silence. And then I saw it, eyes like hammers, got claws that gripped the earth. I didn't think, just moved. Instinct kicked in, and so did my body. It was faster than it looked, and definitely not winning any beauty contests. I wasn't alone. Glass whistled past me. The crew had arrived. The beast suddenly turned, then vanished into the light. And for a moment, I could have sworn I saw her. The forest transformed. Colors shifted, floating in the air, like breathing light. For a moment, it felt like the universe had taken a deep, peaceful breath. We stood there in silence, feeling a peace deeper than anything we'd ever known. I didn't want to move. None of us did. For a moment, it felt like the forest was breathing with us. Then, without a sound, a woman walked past us, gliding like a memory. We didn't move. We didn't speak. The air felt heavy with something unreal. I took a step forward, and the forest breathed with me. And then, as if a switch had been flipped, and suddenly it was night. An eerie sound whistled through the air, and the arrows came from nowhere. One arrow brushed my robe too close to be random, but not close enough to bleed. There was no time to think. Just move. I still picked up a few arrows, souvenirs, you know. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. I heard my heart and Doctor's breath. Nothing else. We were not sure if we were following the figure or it was following us. Looks like Dr. Felix just outranked me in comedy command.
Just saying, if we die here, I'm blaming the plants.
And then the ground dropped from beneath us. We followed, not out of courage, but because something in us knew this wasn't over. Dr. Felix raised his scanner while I took a step forward, not knowing if I was welcome or warned. The figure turned slowly, not to speak, not to flee, just to see if we'd follow, and just like that, it was gone. I know we're not alone, but is that a good thing? We followed where the light had been and found something else entirely. Dr. Felix raised his scanner. The stone archway began to pulse, like it could feel us. We're close to something, but what? There it was, again, a glow, a hum, echoing through the trees, pulses of energy that felt almost alive. Dr. Felix made a statement, scary but true.
Something had been here. Something human, but not recent, and not alone.
Hair frequency, it was faint, but definitely Ayla's, and it was moving. If that's really her signal, then she's beyond that veil. We walked into the veil, and it felt like stepping out of time. The glow, the hum, it's here. Is it a warning or a message? There's something more to this place. Something not right. What was that? Was it a voice?
That symbol. No mistake. Ayla was here, and she left us a mark.
She was guiding us. But to what end? I needed my scanner. If Ayla was out there, then someone or something had been helping her. Dr. Felix was confused too.
Is it her or something else? This symbol, I know it. But where have I seen it before?
It's Al connected. But how? Where is she?
2 sets of footprints. One small, one large. Ayla wasn't alone.
Every signal, every trace, leads back to NYLA James, our communications officer who gave herself so others might live. We thought we'd lost her, but the mystery only deepens. A figure, moving ahead. It could be them, or something else.
Someone had come this way, and they hadn't been alone. We came searching for one lost officer, but signs point to another. One we never expected to find.
A signal weak, buried, but enough to know Ayla had been here.
There, a life sign. Not too strong, but definitely human.
Knowing Commander Voss, he wouldn't wait. Not when a life was at stake. Not when there were questions that needed answering.
Lock coordinates. I'm going down there. Alone, if I have to. Start transport. Coordinates are set. If she's down there, I'll find her.
But in the shadows, someone was already waiting. Signs of life were found, but not all answers. Some truths lie just beyond the dark, and the Odyssey. Odyssey is still drawn toward them, far above, unseen from below. The Odyssey continued its mission, still searching, still hoping, and so, the search continues.
Join the mission. Join the search. Like, share, and subscribe for the next chapter of Starship Odyssey.